Multi-threaded support in 7-SAR. I posted this first on ServerFault, but then I realized it probably belongs here. I'm trying to compress a very large text file using 7-SAR, P7-zip, 9.20. The M&T option doesn't seem to have any effect. I've tried both M&T equals on and M&T equals 2. This is an 8-core machine. One person suggested adding M0 equals OSMA2 as an argument, but that just gives me E_invalidArg. Does anybody know how to make this work? This has no effect. And this fails with an error.
According to M, set compression method, switch hash zip multithread, 7-zip manual and AMP, documentation, mount defaults to on, so there's no need to specify it at all. However, 7-zip's implementation of the deflate algorithm doesn't support multi-threading, as you have already discovered. Only uses one core. But, .zip, files compress every file individually. When compressing several files, the multi-threading option compresses one file per core at once. Try it and you'll see that. We'll use all available N cores. If you want to speed up the compression of a single file, you have two choices. Split up big file in chunks. Use a different compression algorithm. For example, 7-zip's implementation of the zip2 algorithm supports multi-threading. The syntax is. Also, the syntax error is caused by your attempt to use the LZM algorithm for a .zip container. That's not possible. The possible algorithms for .zip containers are deflate 64, zip2 and no compression. If you want to use the LZM algorithm, use a .7z container. This container also handles the following algorithms: ppmd, zip2, deflate, bcj, bcj2 and no compression.
This is an old question, and not the answer to the specific question, but an answer to the spirit of the question, using all cores to compress a zip format. Pigs, parallel zip with zip option. This will give you a zip-compatible file 7x faster for same compression level. A quick comparisons of zip-compatible and non-zip compressors using single and multiple cores. Wall times on i7 2600K to compress 1.0 GB text file on Fedora 20. Wall times to decompress.
Another option to achieve multi-threaded compression on Linux is to use what Facebook uses, standard. On Ubuntu, you install it like this. Super fast multi-threaded compression. You can specify compression levels 1 to 19, 3 is default. Max compression, slowest. Medium compression, level 10. My overall experience is that standard compression isn't as strong as 7-zip, but it is way faster and the zstdmt command tries to use all cores. BTW, on Windows, 7-zip uses all processors by default and I'm very disappointed that this is not the case in Linux. It's been this way for several years, at this point, and I wish 7-zip was multi-threaded by default in Linux too.
For me the answer using ulsma 2 in 7Z would be: I'm just building an archive of an OV folder containing 7 files, 3 times 10 GB files, 1 512 grams and 3 less than 3 meters files, with option MMT equals 32 for using 32 CPU. Here using ulsma 2, native 7Z algo when using 7Z format of 7Z command, 7Z command is using 3200% of CPU with 32 threads in compressing a single file, so parallelism is perfectly working when not using zip/deflate algo, and yes, according to 7Z documentation, for a better compression ratio, it's better to use less threads. And contrary to what it was said here, LZ-based algo are usable with parallelism. You can find CUDA, OpenCL implementation of LZSS which are designed to run on FPGA cards with 1000 parallel workers or more. Searching Google, I found 7Z command line writer where you can graphically select options and it write the command line and options for you. I did not test, but it could help those who don't want to read 7Z documentation.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.